Sorry. So I just started recording on my computer on my Zoom, so I'm going to go back a little bit. So yeah, so that I can share this recording with others, and other people can do this process. So I did a Kuan Yin reading. Yes, I did a reading yesterday, and I had all 7 decks out, and I asked the person I was doing the reading for, is there one that you're called to first? And she had not heard about Kuan Yin, so she said, well, how about that one that I don't know about? And I just pulled one card, and that was it. And I knew why as soon as I started the reading was that all that stuff had to be cleared before we could do any work together. So I want to share that with you now. But first I'm going to pull a quick card from messages from the guides just to kind of get us started, warm us up. And happy October 22nd, 10/22. So 22 is a great number. Welcome, Tom. Welcome, Shannon. So feel joy in all you do. That is the beginning message. And then I'll get into the Kuan Yin, because there's actually 2 cards. There's the cutting of the cords, and there's also a card about discernment, which I want to share, because as I was saying at the beginning of this, to be really discerning about energies. And those of us that are in my spiritual community, that's been a conversation amongst us, is that lower vibration or negative forces are really masterful at disguising themselves as like a familiar, like that they're forces that are for us. And so we have to really learn energetically the difference. And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, just reach out. I'd be glad to clarify this. Hi, Jackie. St. Thomas in the house. Woo woo. So the first card I pulled, just to start us off, feel joy in all you do. When you're not happy, you're not in alignment with your true divinity, and you've placed yourself in the earth mindset of judgment and fear. Feelings of joy are Spirit's way of letting you know that you're following your true path. The emotion of joy is a signal to your conscious mind that this action that makes you feel this way is what you should be doing more. Only you know what feels good in your heart, so don't let the judgment of others dissuade you from following your bliss. Hi, Fernanda. Do what you love, and love what you do is the mantra of this card. If something is making you miserable, you have the power to change your circumstances. The human lifespan is far too short to not be doing what feeds your soul. When you begin to live in joy, you become a beacon of love, and the law of attraction will see that only good things will come to you. What I want to say about that, it's coming up for me that, so Tuesday was Stephen's birthday, and I posted this birthday greeting to him, and our relationship is changing, in the nature of the relationship of who we are for each other. And someone, knowing that, we're not really public about it, and I don't know how public this will be about it, but, and she referred to me, she said, "You're a master of loving." And I was like, my energy center lit up like a pinball, right? And so I'm like, yes, that's what I am. That's who I am. That's what I'm here for. So I don't even know why I'm sharing that, but it's like, that's the context of which I'm now engaging, is like, I'm a master of loving. And how do I, not even how, like this, what comes up is this phrase from Louise Hayes, which I can share in the comments later after the live, is deep at the center of my being, there's an infinite well of love, and it permeates, all of me, and radiates out from me, and then returns to me multiplied. So let me find this card really quick. I don't remember which one it is, the number. So I'm going to do, here it is, 44. Page 44. How funny. So I'm going to do this this collective cutting of cords right now. I've never done this before, and so we'll see how it goes. If you are somewhere where you can be in a meditative state, that you can close your eyes, if you can repeat this after me, if you can do any of that, I would do it. If you can't, that's okay. Just try and absorb the energy of it as much as you can. If you can say it in your, if you're not somewhere where you can speak it out loud, if you can speak it in your head would be great. I've got two of my wands here. So this is my my wand for heart energy, which is really amazing. And this, I've shared this before, but I always have to say it. So this crystal on the top was given to me by a very dear friend in Australia, and I used it with my mom when she was in chemotherapy and started doing some crystal energy healing with her, just kind of intuitively, instinctively. And then Stephen said it wanted to be a wand, and so here it is. And it is used, I use it for harnessing energy, kind of directing energy, and particularly heart energy and love energy. And then this is my first wand that was gifted to me. I used it at a Native American medicine ceremony, and Stephen gave it to me to use, and then afterwards we were both clear it was mine. It was like coming, you know, it was with me. It had chosen me. And this is for like healing, and this is like my my warrior wand. And then the reason that I'm doing this, and this came up yesterday in the reading that I was doing for my client, was my selenite wand, my selenite dagger, which is brand new. I actually purchased it as a birthday gift for Stephen, and then when I got it home, they were like, "It's not for Stephen, it's for you." But they knew that I wouldn't buy it for myself, so I bought it for him. And then once I was home, it was like, "No, it's not his. This is yours." So I'm going to go ahead and start. This is from the Kuan Yin Oracle, Blessings, Guidance, and Enlightenment from the Divine Feminine. Kuan Yin is one of my guides, super powerful. If you don't know who she is, you can look her up. But I like to relate to her as she's like the Indian Mother Mary. So these cards have a message, then there's a healing, which is when we'll do the cutting of the cords, and then there's a prayer. So if you're in a space where you can be still, be quiet, close your eyes, focus your attention, please do so now. You can start by just taking a couple deep breaths, kind of get yourself centered. If you're not, this is fine. You can also come back and listen to this again later when you're at a place where you can do this. And you can also reach out to me. I do one-on-one readings and private sessions as well. And we can, you know, sometimes the cutting of the cords is just the beginning, and then there's deeper work to do. Gates of Heaven, that is this card. All beings have an ultimate spiritual destiny of happiness and freedom. Beloved Kuan Yin shines tireless compassion upon all life to this end. Yet sometimes attachments, lower vibrational beings, entities, and elementals become frightened of divine love and believe they will do better to hide in human energy fields instead. This blocks progress towards liberation, where human beings and lower vibrational beings can pass through the gates of heaven into peace, bliss, and homecoming to the spiritual source of all life. Oh, sorry, my nose is itchy. So can you guys on Facebook Live, can you Please just somebody give me a thumbs up if you're hearing okay. I don't have my headset in today, so I just want to make sure that the sound is okay for you. Awesome, thank you. So sometimes we need to help beings find their way to the light. They can get attached to earthly energies, people, places, or things. Like trying to enter a forbidden city, they attempt to reside where they should not, within the light of the human energy field, rather than progressing spiritually on their own journey through the gates of heaven into a higher consciousness of bliss. Sometimes this happens because although the journey can occur, to the consciousness of the lower vibrational being, it doesn't seem possible. You may consciously sense attachments or spiritual presence that is not of the highest vibration and needs to be released from your energy field, or you may just feel angry, tired, depleted, or not yourself sometimes. So I just want you to check in before I do this for yourself. Where your conscience of where you are conscious, you consciously sense attachments or spiritual presence that's not of the highest vibration and needs to be released from your field, or experiencing anger, tiredness, depleted, or not yourself sometimes. Like I know for me, there are parts of my body where I'm clear. I'm like, what is that, right? And so there might be somewhere where you have discomfort, or you might just be like, God, I'm so exhausted. Why am I so exhausted? I slept really well. Why am I so exhausted? And so that is because there's energy being pulled from you. And so this may be because of old energies that you need to release that do not belong to you, for sure. Or even from energetic influences that are not a natural part of your energy field and can be released for the greater good of all involved. The healing process below will help you, even if you're unaware of the intricacies behind why you're feeling the way you do. I'm sorry, my nose is going crazy right now. I don't know what that's about. Something, some indication. Okay, so the healing process below will help you even if you are unaware of the intricacies behind why you're feeling the way you do. So this is key because we're not always conscious of it, and that's part of the design, right? Is like it's just like it's underneath influencing us. So you may have just done a clearing. I've been doing a clearing every day these days. Like I said earlier, right, when I was talking about answering my friend's question, is like, you know, the people that I know that are healers, mediums, empaths, anything in this metaphysical spiritual realm, like everybody's doing our work so that we are the clearest channel to be able to harness and funnel and maximum wattage is the phrase I've been using, like, you know. And so you may have just done a clearing, in which case this oracle is confirmation that it is working. Or if you've recently lost a beloved, this is a confirmation that they are passing through and they're at peace. So that's for those of you who have recently lost a beloved or a loved one. And I also, that's part of the work that I do, is like completion, communication with your spirit loved one. I'm not the person that helps them cross over, though I do know someone who does that, but I am the person who can be the messenger in between. But could also, this is a confirmation that they are passing through and are at peace, but could benefit also from your loving prayers to help them on their way. This oracle may also indicate a psychic skill that you have in helping non-physical beings find their way into more peaceful consciousness. If you feel this may be the case, you would you would perhaps benefit from seeking out training from skilled practitioners who approach this task with love and kindness in their hearts. Absolutely. So I'm available to help you with that, and I can refer you to others as well. Have a really rich. I have a really rich community. I have a really rich Rolodex, digital Rolodex of, just incredible resources. This oracle is also a message that there is benefit in calling back to yourself all parts of you, that leaving any part of you attached to another's energy field out of fear, whether or not they gave you permission or encouragement to do so, is not going to help you grow anymore. The time has come to own your power and no longer seek to enter the forbidden city of another's energy field, and instead seek to pass through the gates of heaven and dwell in the palace of light within your own heart, beloved. So now we're going to do the healing. So again, get yourself centered. If you can try and be somewhere where there's not as many distractions, that's always helpful. But my experience of this yesterday was so powerful that I don't even know that it matters where you are, as long as your intention is joined with mine and with Kuan Yin's for this purpose, this healing. So close your eyes and focus on. Sorry, there's. Close your eyes and focus on your heart. So focus on your heart. If you want to breathe in, take a deep breath into your heart center and expand. And exhale. One more deep breath in. Of course, now there's construction starting outside. Do you guys hear it? This is what I'm talking about. There's so much, the dark vibrational energy is so trying to no, don't heal everybody right now. So focus on your heart and imagine you can look up through the crown of your head, seeing a brilliant star of light above you that is pure white light. Can you see it? Has flecks of neon violet light around the edges and in the core of the star. Imagine that light pouring down through the crown of your head, forming a star of light above your head, in the center of your forehead, and in your heart center, and then in your navel and below your feet. So this is pure white light with flecks of neon violet light, almost like a violet flame, if you want to imagine it that way, around the edges and in the core of the star. Like a starburst, almost like a sun, right? It's Morpheus. It is morphing, and that energy comes in the core of your, pouring down the crown of your head, the center of your forehead, your heart center, your navel or your solar plexus, third chakra, sacral chakra, and then below your feet. So it is completely through you and covering you. Imagine this light pouring down, filling those stars and flooding through you like a river of light. Keep breathing with me. Take a breath. This next part, so I want you to say it out loud if you're in a space where you can say it out loud. If you can't, just say it in your mind. And repeat after me. Of my own free will, as a sovereign being of light, I now dissolve and disintegrate any contract of permission that I have ever given. consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, to any being that does not love me unconditionally, to be attached to my energy field. I now release all such beings. Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's somebody that I'm like specifically being pulled to focus on. Right shoulder. So if somebody's experiencing that in the right shoulder, I'm dealing with that now. I now release all such beings, entities, and attachments or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field and my body. Sorry, I was saying that fast, so I'll say it again so you can repeat it. I now release all such beings, entities, attachments, or inclusions from all dimensions of my energy field and my body. Thank you, Fernanda. I release these now with love and peace, and burn all contracts I ever made that are associated with them through divine grace and of my own free will. So be it. Sorry, give me a second. So there's somebody listening right now that is, it's got some strong cords around your solar plexus, around the navel area. So I'm focusing there. Okay. Then with me, you're not repeating yet. Visualize or intend that there is a soft pink light in front of you. So I like to visualize it as like rose quartz. If rose quartz was a light, it's this like soft pink, really luminescent, lot of charge to it. It's like liquid light. Repeat after me. Okay, great, I got it. I call on the beings that love and serve this process unconditionally now to hold unconditional love and light in place. So I'm going to say that again. Repeat after me. I call on the beings that love and serve this process unconditionally now to hold unconditional love and light in place. Send love from your heart center. Send love, angels, Kuan Yin, ascended masters, archangels, spirit loved ones. Send love to this pink light. And repeat after me. To all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe, loved, accepted, and fed in this pink light of unconditional love. It's always important when we're releasing ties that we release them with love. And anytime you're shielding or grounding, doing protective energy around you, you are protected within your space, but you always want to release and send back with love. Anything that is not love is a call for love, so we want to give it the love. So I'm going to say that again. To all beings and inclusions that are now leaving my energy field, you will be safe, loved, accepted, and fed in this pink light of unconditional love. You will feel great. You may go to that light now if you so choose. So give them the option. You may go to that light now if you so choose. Or return to the source or the earth. as you so choose. So you're giving them choice. They can return to source energy, or they can go to the pink love light energy. But you must leave. This is important, so say this. But you must leave my energy field permanently now. Through the loving grace of Kuan Yin and my own free will, so be it. So take a couple breaths here. Allow the love to grow. Allow that pink love light to grow within. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little different now. This was something that another one of my healing sisters did with us, so I want to do it with you now. So if you are on Facebook Live, please give me a heart if I have permission to plant seeds of unconditional love in you, in your energetic field. I need to see this for your agreement. Sorry, can't do it without you. Great. Okay, so close your eyes again and just focus on your heart center, focus on that pink light within, start to explore the spaciousness of where those cords might be cut, that now you now have a little bit more space. Don't forget to breathe. You're breathing in, you can even imagine you're breathing in that pink light love, unconditional love energy, and having it fill those spaces. So I'm now planting seeds of unconditional love. I'm planting them at the base of your neck. I'm planting them in your shoulders. And that pink iridescent, soft pink iridescent light energy, fluid light energy is now creating tendrils, growing down into your body. We are starting that process of letting it love and grow and expand and calm and fill. This energy contains peace, love, joy, fulfillment, satisfaction, contentment, compassion, empathy, understanding, fortitude, joy, laughter, celebration, connectedness. This energy is that connection to source energy from whence we all came. It is now traveling through your body, these tendrils of light. Traveling to your fingertips, traveling towards your feet. I give them permission, you give them permission to continue to grow at their own pace for the highest good of all involved, and an understanding of being divinely guided and protected always and in all ways. I'm now, with your permission, because you've given me permission, to close up this opening in the back of your neck. So this is preventing those energies from re-entering. and is helping to contain this love energy within now. This does not prevent those energies that are for you, that are of you, that are of high vibration from entering. This is just a door, like a hatch door to protect you from those energies that do not belong to you, that are of lower vibration, that have been taken from you. So I'm being guided to tell you as well that this whole process, that's part of it, your declaration of this is being done with your free will. So spirit cannot mess with our free will. Spirit cannot mess with our free will. That is the agreement of physical and non-physical beings. And so we have to invite them. We have to let them know we are doing this of our free will, that we are inviting, that we're surrendering, that we are requesting, that we're praying for their guidance, their influence, their love, their protection. And once we do that, they can literally move mountains. So this is an important part in this step, is that a lot of us don't know that that's a necessary part of it. And so, and I say that it's like part of it is surrendering, like it really is surrender. And I shared this yesterday, and my client really liked how I phrased this. It wasn't coming from me, obviously, but that we often have a negative connotation with surrender, and surrender is not giving up; it is giving over. I give it over to you. Like this is, I'm dealing with this thing, and I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know what to do with it. So I give it over to you because it's bigger than me, but it's not bigger than spirit. And so, so a giving over of it, and a surrendering, and allowing yourself to be influenced. Like I give it over to you, and I'm looking, I'm looking for the guidance. I'm looking for the signs. I'm looking for the clarity, and then start to look and listen and really be conscious of how the answer to that request is showing up. And then so allow the light. Sorry, you probably opened your eyes, but there's this last bit of it. So if you can close your eyes again. Allow the love to grow, that energy. Start to feel it, those tendrils. Focus on the pure white light with neon violet flecks pouring through your being. And with me, take 3 more slow breaths. Slow intake in. Hold for 2. Exhale. Deep breath in. Hold. Exhale. 1 more. Deep breath in, as deep as you can get it into your solar plexus. Hold. Exhale. Beautiful. When you're ready, you can open your eyes again. And then there is a prayer that's associated with this card as well. Let's sneeze. So, a prayer for release through the gates of heaven. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. May all beings be happy and free. Oh, I don't know these words. Loka, Loka Sumastar Sukino Bhavantu. Bhavantu. I hope I pronounced it right. Sorry, Kuan Yin. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Mani Padme Hum. Oh, thank you, Kuan Yin. Thank you, spirits. Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. Thank you, masters. Thank you for this healing. Thank you on behalf of myself and my healing. Thank you for the healing that you have bestowed upon all who are here present now or watching the replay or present to this, hearing this voice, hearing this healing, experiencing this healing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're so blessed. We're so grateful. We're so honored. And so it is. So that was something that I was called to do based on the reading that I did yesterday. And I would love to hear if you can put it in the chat or chat later. You know, you can put in the comments. You're welcome. And if you still have pain in those areas, Fernanda, we can do a more like one-on-one intensive reading or experience or session. I never know what comes out in the sessions, you know, and it's, but every time I do it, there's always a healing involved, and there's always like learning for me as I keep stepping into my gifts and my skills. So if anybody wants to type anything, like, is there anything specific that you're experiencing? So often with a cutting of cords, you'll experience a little space because you're energetically, that space has been occupied by energy that is not yours. And so if you're starting to experience space, you really want to, like, over the next probably 24 to 48 hours, really visualize that space being filled with that white light with violet flecks, or that soft pink light energy, liquid light energy. Like, you really want to be conscious, or those love tendrils, those, you know, soft pink iridescent light, liquid light tendrils, like visualizing something filling that space. If you're like Fernanda, this is a great example: back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain. So that's also what I've been experiencing and what I've been at work in healing. And so so I can speak more to that as well. But part of it is sending love to those areas of your body. And so I would love to hear from you over the next couple days as well. Like, if you've noticed a shift, you're starting to experience something in that, I would love to hear that. And you know, you're welcome to comment. This Facebook Live will be posted, so you can come back and comment on it. You can watch it again. You can do it again. If you weren't somewhere today where you could be in a true kind of quiet, healing, meditative space, please come back. And let me see if there's anything else in there. Okay, so I'm being guided to end the call with a card from my Oracle of the Seven Energies as kind of a mission statement for the week, maybe. So this is my newest deck. It is also by Colette Baron Reed. I have 4 or 5 of her decks. Really like how she expresses things. Great. So there are 2 cards here. I will read them both because nice. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you, Jackie. I'm so glad. So I'm not done yet. If you can hang on for a couple more minutes, because there are 2 cards I'm going to share. So this is water energy, which is connection, sexuality, intimacy, birthing, desire, pleasure, feelings, and fluidity. The card is feeling the world. Key concepts: sensitivity to the feelings of others, awareness of the whole world, and a broader perception, empathy, overload, and overwhelm. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It's a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the whole, the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. So I was talking earlier about discernment. Really the time. Ask yourself whose energy you've tuned into. You might find it's not even yours. How funny, right? That we just did that, and then this is the card that was pulled from a different deck. That's what I love about using multiple decks in readings, is like, you can't make this up. I'm reading from the book. If you are feeling off or drained when you're with someone, they may be siphoning your energy. In such an instance, this connection is not good for you, no matter how charismatic the person is or how attached to them, attracted to them you feel. Do not mistake codependency for closeness or allow your boundaries to become too porous. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice saying no. Avoid the temptation to turn off and go numb. Instead, be present. Somewhere in the middle of this feeling spectrum is where the magic is. You're also being asked now to be aware of how your words and actions may affect others. While it's not your job to determine how someone will respond to you, discernment is necessary. Discernment is the name of the game. Be firm, yet kind. Keep in mind that people-pleasing will not give you what you truly need. That said, your empathy is beautiful and important. It just has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gifts. Today, celebrate the beauty of your sensitivity and that of others. So that's gorgeous. And that what I took of that last sentence is it just has to be like, your empathy is beautiful and it's important, and it has to be balanced in order for you to access its wondrous gifts. So a conversation I had during a reading the other day that I'm pulling forward into now is that, you know, we as human beings, we want to help others, we want to contribute to others, we want to. And we just have to really be aware of our boundaries and discern whether someone is just in a drama tornado is what I call it. They're in a drama tornado and they're wanting to suck us in, or whether they're genuinely wanting to look at a solution. So I've started phrasing it that way. You know, is this, I get that you're feeling this way. I get that you're upset. I get that you're like, just get them, whatever their situation is. You know, I get it. I understand. You know, I'm sorry that you feel this. And are you open to looking at a solution with me? Are you open to, however you want to phrase that? Are you open to look at what's possible? Are you open to just exploring how else you could do this? What other way it could be? And if they're just committed to being in the drama tornado, they won't be open to actually looking at shifting it. And if that's the case, then they'll go on to somebody who, they'll go on to somebody else who is just interested, who will just listen to their trauma and their drama and give them agreement for how bad it is, without actually doing anything about it. So then you've saved yourself taking on that energy, and the part of the discernment is being on the periphery of the tornado and not rushing into the middle of the eye of the tornado because you want to help, because then it becomes our tornado too, and there's no space for that right now. There's just not. And then the other card that I pulled, and this is sound energy, communication, creativity, listening, being heard, writing, ideas, sharing, and vibration. So this card is Ears Wide Open. Deep listening as a gift we gift to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning into another, and letting go of the ego's need to be heard. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard. When we feel insignificant, it's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all of that go. Offer your attention as the great gift that it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you're going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. I'm going to say that again. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in this space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open, and you will find more than you were searching for. Beautiful. So, that was awesome. So, hi, Roderick. I'm just finishing, so you'll have to go back and listen or watch. So, what else do I want to say? I thank you for being here today. I thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. If you're watching the replay, please just, hit replay on there. Let me know that you're watching after the fact. If you have an experience in the next day or two of cutting the cords, you notice a shift for yourself, please let me know that. It would be good to know that I can do this on a large scale like this, even not being in person and not focusing on you directly, and especially if you do the cutting of cords during a replay where I'm not doing the in the moment of it, that would be interested to know if that also works for you, because I kind of feel like it's not totally about what I'm doing here. It's about what you're doing there. So I'd be really interested to know that. And I am available for one-on-one readings. I've got a great promotion going on right now. But I've posted this, I've shared this with a couple of pages, so to honor non-solicitation agreement. So feel free to reach out to me if you want to have any other further conversations. I do this every Thursday from 11 to 12 Pacific Standard Time. It is called the Spirit Frequency Soul Vibes for Source Connection. So it is a safe space to conversationally dance with whatever we're dealing with. And that's it. Thank you for joining me. Have a blessed day. Sending you much love.